In an uncharacteristic moment of harmony, Tom and Jerry are invited by their owner on a camping trip to serene Lake Tranquility. Packed into the car with a picnic basket, they both promise, through crossed fingers and paws, to behave. They arrive at a picture-perfect spot by the lake. The sun is shining, birds are singing, and a gentle breeze rustles the pine trees. Tom sets up a large, comfy tent, while Jerry unpacks a mini tent of his own from a matchbox. The truce shatters over the last drop of fresh cream from the picnic basket. A tiny struggle sends the cream flying, landing directly on a grumpy-looking bullfrog sitting by the water's edge. The offended frog, now wearing a creamy hat, lets out a deep, annoyed RIBB bit and hops away. Minutes later, it returns with a small army of frogs that begin a coordinated attack, using their tongues like tiny slingshots, firing pebbles at the duo. Tom decides to fish for dinner to regain his dignity. He casts his line with dramatic flair, but Jerry, seeking revenge for the cream incident, ties the hook to a nearby, sleeping turtle. Tom's rod bends nearly in half as he's dragged into the lake. The commotion attracts a curious, but not unfriendly, black bear smelling the picnic basket. Tom and Jerry, in a moment of rare teamwork, freeze mid-chase, slowly backing away from the interested giant. In a panic, Tom hurls the entire picnic basket into the woods to distract the bear. The bear happily lumbers after it, leaving them safe, but now completely foodless. Hungry, they try to forage. Tom tries to raid a beehive for honey and ends up with a swollen face and a furious swarm chasing him. Jerry tries to pick berries, but accidentally gets tangled in a prickly thorn bush. The sky darkens, and a sudden downpour soaks everything. Tom's tent collapses because he didn't peg it down properly. Jerry's matchbox tent floats away like a tiny boat. They are cold, wet, and miserable. They find a small, dry cave to wait out the storm. Unfortunately, a family of skunks is already in residence. One raised tail is all it takes for them to evacuate the cave immediately. In the pitch black, Tom mistakes Jerry's glowing eyes for fireflies and tries to catch him in a jar. Jerry, in turn, mistakes Tom's twitching tail for a strange snake and attacks it. The resulting chaos wakes up every creature in a mile radius. They find an old canoe by the lake. Tom gets in one end, Jerry the other. Their bickering causes the canoe to rock violently until it tips over, dumping them into the cold water again. Soaked, hungry, and humbled, they sit shivering under a large leaf. They realize their fighting is what caused every single one of their problems. A silent truce is formed. They work together to rebuild the tent. Tom uses his strength to hold the poles while Jerry's small paws expertly tie the knots. They get a sturdy, dry shelter up just as the rain stops. Using teamwork, they finally catch dinner. Tom distracts the fish by splashing in the water, while Jerry uses a makeshift net to catch them. They cook their catch over a fire they build together by rubbing sticks. With full bellies and a warm fire, they finally enjoy the peace of the wilderness. They lie back and look at the stars, and for a moment, they are not rivals, but companions sharing a beautiful moment.